What's going on, lads? It's your boy John, coming back here with another video. I'm gonna get up and do a walk. Fuck sitting down. I've got way too much energy to just sit down and do a video. What's going on, man? Just came back from my Rome trip. I didn't actually go to Rome. Well, I did, but the trip was originally going to Naples, and going to Rome was just on a whim. Okay, I was like, I heard about the trains, they were really cheap. So I figured, why the fuck not? I'm in Italy, I might as well just go to Rome. Went in the afternoon, spent my evening in Rome, came back as it turned midnight. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was really, really fun. The trip in general was really fun, you know. Got to walk around Naples, see the history, the heritage, you know, speak with the locals, made a few friends, you know. And I put that all down to this, you know, this renowned ability for me to be unequivocally social. All right, that's what NoFap has really done. It's made me 100 times more social. I will literally speak to anyone. Okay, I'm not a madman. I won't just talk to anyone and everyone, but I'm just more social than I was before. Okay, so I talk a lot more. I've got a lot more to offer, a lot more to share, a lot more to communicate than, say, previously. Before I was really reserved, and I would say almost shy. Okay, now there's barely any shyness. If I want to talk to someone, I want to talk to them with the bottom of my heart pouring out. Okay, so that bit has definitely changed, but I'm not going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about the goal. Okay, the ultimate goal when it comes to spirituality. Okay, because a lot of us get into spirituality because we've had enough of the world. The world to us seems like a hostile place. It seems very dangerous, deadly, you know. We get hurt by other people very easily and quickly. We get hurt by ourselves. We've got insecurities, okay, and we just don't feel like we can be ourselves. This is a common problem. This isn't just me and you, all right? This is a generational problem, and it really does transcend all cultures and societies. It's something that Western civilization has procured because we live in such a self-conscious life now. Yeah. So the goal, the end goal of spirituality is essentially to be in control of your inner state. Okay, because you're going to respond to everything whether you like it or not. I mean, my eyes are responding to the world around me as stimulus. My ears are subconsciously listening to everything around me, taking in all information. My conscious awareness is only talking right now, talking to you, seeing what's in front of me, a little bit of what I'm hearing, but really a lot of it's just unconsciously going on. My feet are responding to the ground underneath my feet. Okay, it's responding to the air that's in the environment. Okay. There's someone coming along. I'm gonna give this a pause. Right, so what was I saying? Right, so yeah, your body, your mind is responding to everything at all times. So a lot of the thought processes and the emotional states that we're in, they're unconsciously going on without our understanding. And sometimes they can respond in a very turbulent way, in a very chaotic way, because you're not in control of any of it. You're just responding unconsciously. A lot of people say, you know, that maybe I'm broken, I can't fix myself, or there's something wrong with me. I had this thought yesterday when I was on the plane, because I was like, damn, I've been in self-development for 2-3 years now, and I still have some of the same responses to situations as I previously did. And then my mind just took hold of everything, because I gave my thoughts power now. I wasn't giving power to the thoughts were giving power to me. Or rather, I'd given power away to the thoughts. That's the truth. So as I did that, just trying to figure out a way to get to where I want to go. I think it's down this area here. I may need to cross the road, yeah. Right, I had to pause the video because I didn't know where I was going. I found a path across the bloody motorway. Bear with me once I get my bearings. Right, so I'm still finding out this place. This is where I'm from, this is my hometown, right? But I never actually went outdoors before. I never left the house. And if I did, it was only to meet other people or for social outings. I just stayed in all day. Never went out, never went for walks or runs. And I didn't know what the town looked like at all. I had no idea. So now this is all new to me. I'm just experiencing it all. But anyway, the goal of spirituality is to control those unconscious responses to things you don't like in general, really. Right, this ain't the right way. It's a very nice evening though. Yeah, so spirituality, man, it's like inside it's turbulent and you're responding to the world in ways you don't like. So certain people, you're responding to them in certain ways because you don't like what's going on inside. You get a bad feeling about someone, yeah. Or when it comes to insecurities, you will think that you've got all these insecurities and that defines you. Very common. People think that their insecurities, they've got one thing that's a flaw because they're not perfect. No one's perfect, and the perception that you should be perfect is very wrong. Okay, are there perfect people out there? Very rarely. They exist, but they're very rare. It's as rare as me saying how many rich people are there. Being rich is rare, or being wealthy is rare. It's not very common. Not everyone's rich or wealthy. It's a rare thing. So to say that I should be rich, or I should be perfect, or I should be this or that, that's a misconception. Private, no public right of way. What? But it says public footpath. I'm confused. I'm very confused. This is the worst place to make a video because I don't have my full attention on the bloody thing. Ooh, okay, there we go. There we go, this is alright. This is cool. Alright. So, spirituality is essentially taking control of what's going on inside. Making sure that it's not this chaotic, turbulent place where you can't even rest. Okay, if you can't be alone with yourself and your thoughts because they get too loud, they get too chaotic or crazy, and you start thinking weird things, and then you start taking those things seriously, that is a problem. Okay, that's a problem. And the other thing as well is if you let external situations control the way you feel inside, oh, that's going to be fun. You certainly will have a fun time on this earth, but it won't be something that you enjoy because you will be in constant turbulence to the varying surroundings of the world, because the world's always changing. Everything is changing. Everything is in constant flow, constant change and shift. And if you're relying on the outside world to make sure that you feel good inside, you're going to have a very fun time on this earth, like I said, because it's never going to last for more than 20 seconds, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 3, 4. And then the moment that external situation is no longer there, you'll go right back down to the old way that you were previously. But when you figure out and finally actually realize that you're in control of what goes on inside, that you actually have complete control over what your insides are doing at this very moment, that's when you know you've got absolute power. When the external world doesn't have an influence or an effect of what's going on inside. Is that possible? Yes, it is. It is very possible, but it takes a lifetime of bloody work to do it. Alright, hold on, there's a walker. Right, paused the video like 16 times already now. It's fun. I don't like recording other people, man. It's just the way it is. I called that person a walker like that from The Walking Dead. Anyway, this is a fucking beautiful view. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? So, how do you then do that? How do you get complete control over your inside? What's the process? Well, you can't jump from A to Z in one go, can you? You have to go through all the steps, all the letters of the alphabet have to be traversed. You You have to go to A, to B, to C, to D, to E, to F, G. And you have to go through all of it. And I have to go through this field. I'm just gonna go on a whim and go this way. Right? You have to go through the whole alphabet, all the steps to get to where you want to be, which is ultimately inner peace. You want inner peace, right? You don't want the outside world to affect how you feel inside, because that's what state you're in right now. If you're depressed or you're anxious, it's because your insides are constantly relying on the outside world. And some people have suffering, they're in absolute misery because of it. They hate life because their insides are in constant turmoil. You don't hate life because life is shit. You hate life because you don't feel good. You hate life because you're not enjoying life, because you're in a miserable state. You're suffering because your insides are responding to the outside world in a negative way, because the outside world has no meaning. Okay, the only meaning it has is the one that you give it, and unconsciously right now you are giving things bad meanings. So what do? You can't just jump straight from negativity to positivity. It doesn't work that way, because you don't believe in the positive meanings. Number one, you haven't experienced them, because you never gave anything meaning that was positive. You could give anything a positive meaning. I could give me walking in this field right now 2 meanings that I will consciously choose. Okay, I will consciously choose number one, the negative one. So I could say this field, it looks pretty fucking bland. There's nothing here. It's just corn wheat. And I don't even know if there's a fence at the end of this, so I'm walking here, but it could be wrong. I could be going in at a dead end. So this is a waste of time, and I hate being here. There's number one meaning, and that negative feeling will eventually come along, and it will make my day shit, okay? Because the body responds to the mind. Or I could give this field a conscious positive meaning. This field looks very vast, it's beautiful. I can see the sun rays over there. I can see the entire town, the horizon. It's very peaceful, it's very still. It just looks nice. It's simple but beautiful at the same time. And I can carry that feeling with me now throughout the whole day. And that's all I need. All I need is one positive meaning for my day to change the entire day, so that the whole day now becomes good. So that bad things could happen to me now, and I will still give them a positive meaning. Let's say some random guy comes up to me and starts swearing at me. Okay, one negative meaning is, oh, he was a terrible person, he made fun of me, he was mean, people are shit, I hate myself, I hate people. Okay, there you go, there's a negative meaning, you've done it. Or you could give it a positive meaning. How do you give a swearing person a positive meaning? Well, the Stoic attitude is, I know that there are negative people in this world. I know that there are the outcasts, the rude, the degenerate, the offensive, okay? These people exist. And they're no different to me. That's the level of consciousness that they're at. They're at that vibration. They are a brother. I met one of these people today, and I'm happy because I've grown, because I've met one of these individuals today, so that I can further learn how I am, how I unconsciously respond to the world, through seeing one of my brothers act it out. Because in reality, there's no difference between me and this person. This person's just gone through a different life experience, and this is the meaning that they've given to life. And their emotions and their thoughts now correspond to that meaning. There you go. You could put a positive spin on everything, but what you need to do first of all is, let's imagine that your emotions and your mind, it's a mirror. Right now, your mirror is cracked, it's blurry, and it's disgusting. It's got dirt on it, toothpaste, right, spit. It's dirty. It's a dirty mirror. It's got cracks all over it, okay, and it's got water on it as well. So it's just a mess. Okay, it's just a mess, and you can't see anything in the mirror right now. All you can see is the shit that you put on it. Spit, okay, toothpaste, a bit of soap, dust, water, whatever. It's just crap. And the mirror's upside down. Okay, the mirror's upside down, so you can't even see everything properly. Not only can you not see anything visible on the mirror, but everything's inverted, okay? So your first mission into clearing out the crap is to simply gain clarity. That's what you want. So all you need to do first thing you want to do is lift the mirror and give it a nice scrub. I don't mean a deep cleansing scrub. I don't mean get all the Dettol and the antibacterial shit. I just mean pick the mirror up, take it off the wall, turn it over, and give it just a clean swipe. That's all you need to do. You just need to get clarity. You just need to be able to see the mirror, and you know, it's still got dirt on it, okay, and it's still inverted, but you are at least seeing things a little bit more clearly than you were previously. That's what you need to do. So how do you do this? You start by watching your thoughts. You start by watching the unconscious processes that are going on throughout your day. Start by watching them. And the key is not to judge it, because yes, is your end goal to change them? Of course, you want to change your life. So you're going to get to that later on. Right now, your first step is to simply watch the thoughts. Watch the judgments, watch the perceptions, watch the emotions. Watch the unconscious processes that are making your life a misery. Because you're making your life a misery yourself. You're doing it to yourself. It's got nothing to do with the outside world. It's got to do with what you're responding to it. And if you're having a miserable life, it's most likely because you've got miserable thoughts and miserable emotions that correspond to certain situations that you don't like. So now you avoid those situations and you further deprive yourself from life. Now don't do that. You want to experience life in all of its variety. And you can do it with bliss as well. You can do it with a blissful state. And that's what we want. We want bliss, we want joy, we want peace and happiness. Okay, and we can control this. It's in your control to do this. So you start by watching the thoughts. You start by watching what your unconscious perceptions are, and you make them conscious. So that now you're aware of you doing this. It's not just automatic anymore. You're doing it yourself. That's what I want you to do. Forget about changing it. Forget about putting a positive spin on it. Just gonna give my nose a little scratch there. Pleasant view, right? That's what I want you to do right now. I just want you to watch the thoughts, watch the unconscious processes. Oh, is that a fucking duck? And I want you to just view them as what they are. Don't try to change them. Don't try to manually handle them. Don't judge them with more perceptions. If you get more perceptions and judgments coming along, cool, watch them as well. Watch the whole thing, the whole process. Because you just want clarity. You just want to clean the what do you call it? You want to clean the moisture that's on the mirror. So you've done that with a wipe. So now you can see the cracks. Now you can see the toothpaste, the dirt, the soap, the spit. You can see that now. I don't want you to scrub that off yet with intense scrubbing. I just want you to give it a nice wipe so you can just see the dirt. Don't take the dirt off, just watch the dirt, see it. So now you know what to do. Okay, now you know what the problems are. The deep cleansing part comes later. I'll make another video about that. God, it's peaceful here. Alright, gentlemen. That's going to be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one, yeah? Take it easy.